Saturday, I'm in the office. I'm running the yard. So far it's slow. One customer so far. The pinstriper's here. Doesn't seem to be giving off a vibe that he really wants to do an interview, but the truck's looking pretty good. Maybe we'll take a look before we go home. And yeah, Monday, fabrication shop. Be all pinstriped and lettered.
Boston Trucker here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it.
Here comes a customer. Here comes a customer, Teddy. Uh-oh. I gotta do my job. Gonna dump. I'm gonna watch an artist at work. Try not to bug him too much.
Just peeling tape off, not too much of a skill.
Hey, more skills than I have. Jeff Cronin from Cronin Signs in Watertown, Massachusetts. Welcome back to the Boston Trucker channel.
Hey gang.
Jeff does some amazing work. He pinstripes all our trucks. He's here on a Saturday, all day getting this done for us, so we can get the truck to the fabrication shop on Monday. I'm sure Jeff could think of a few other places he'd rather be in here today. Well, I don't know why I'm here. This is really coming out awesome. I couldn't even picture it. I love that you striped the front of the tanks. That really pops. Extras. Where did you learn your pinstriping lettering skills?
So it was my dad's business, so
Okay.
kind of through osmosis as a kid, just watching him work.
What was your dad's name?
It was David Cronin.
David Cronin.
So he was a local legend, truly old school, all paint, until maybe when the computers came out, the late 70s, you know. The small sign shop could afford a computer. These were one of the first ones to get a computer. Very simple. It was just cut vinyl.
Yeah.
And super simple. And he blended paint with kind of the efficiency of, so you got the kind of the perfect mix.
What would you say the percentage of vinyl to painting is nowadays in your business?
It's got to be 95% vinyl.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
What about on this truck particular? Is it
I guess it goes the other way.
Yeah, really?
5% vinyl.
truckers really like the hand painting. I mean, with us it goes way back. Do you know that history? Like, do you want that people talk to you about the history of like truckers and pinstriping?
So everything was paint. You know.
Look at that. That is so cool what you're doing right now. It's gonna get close to you. Look at that.
You know, before the small sign guy got a computer.
Yeah.
It was all, you know, paint. Commercial. If Macy's or Sears ever needed, you know, there was no computers back then, so it was all by hand. They'd have like 100 people in a factory, all with paintbrushes, you know, making sale signs, but
look at that. That's amazing. Yeah.
Not-
So,
not too
so this
amazing.
is a skill that you learned from watching your dad, you picked up on it, you practiced, pretty much?
So my dad passed away suddenly 20 years ago,
Oh my God.
and my goal was to just hang on to the business and sell it for my mom.
Yeah.
And I just started picking up the phone, and here I am. So I'm an ex-burned out accountant.
No way. Oh my God.
So
Do you enjoy it still?
all of it. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's always something to learn. So that's the cool part, you know. As long as you schedule yourself appropriately.
Do you have your own particular style? Do you, like, your go-to style?
Every sign guy, every striper,
Mhm.
it's like your signature.
Yeah.
It's your own signature. So everyone's got their own. I mean, I can tell going around and seeing other trucks, oh, he did that one, he did, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone's distinctive. There's the vinyl shops, like there's standard scrolls that you know, you can get a printout. You know, but you know, you can see, you notice that too. But everyone that paints, you know their style just by seeing it.
Now, it's interesting where we live. New England has their own particular style with this boxing. We call it boxing. Is that what you call it?
Sure.
But the rest of the country doesn't have this.
True. I would say maybe the Northeast. I would say New York, New Jersey. There's a lot of stripers down there.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the U.S., I would say the Northeast has the most, you know, striping on vehicles.
So you might find this interesting. So I have some friends, people who watch this channel from all over the world, and some people from the UK. They sent me pictures of their older trucks. Because England, the country England. We live in New England. They do the same boxing in England as we do in New England. I wonder where it originated from.
Good question.
England and New England do the same thing. It's very.
I imagine it came from the UK first. I would think. I mean,
we don't know. I don't know either. I don't know if anybody knows. It was just an observation I made recently when he sent me some pictures. So that's what all the tape is for. You just paint it in there, and then when you pull it out, it just, look at that, look at that. That is amazing.
Very hypnotizing.
It is. I mean, to you, it's just another day at the office. This is a real treat to get to watch you work and do this. The lettering looks good. So the only vinyl really is the letters on the door, and pretty much the numbers. So you've been doing this since you were a kid? Wow.
Yeah.
Any future stripers in your family?
I've asked my kids. I don't know.
How many kids do you have?
Two.
Two. Mine are at, my oldest son is at college. He's on a tour at a college today, so he's definitely not getting into trucking. And my daughter, who knows, she's young. So you didn't have to go to school for this or anything. Definitely.
No, a lot of late nights when I took it over.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy out of right here in Waltham, Ron Doucette.
Okay.
Who was, he's still working, totally old school.
Mm-hmm.
You could put a computer in front of him and say, hey, I'll give you $1 million if you can turn this thing on. He couldn't turn the computer on.
Really?
But everything is done by paint. It's done.
Yeah?
He was super helpful to me, Ron Doucette.
Okay, Ron Doucette. Is he still around?
He's still around, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So as far as the painting, and the computer part I picked up, there was an art school in Boston called Butera,
Oh yeah.
which has since closed.
Okay.
But they're probably one of the last sign schools that just focused on the sign business. And,
Wow.
Yeah, now it's you know, it's franchises and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's there's fewer, you know,
So-
one person shop businesses.
So what is your process? You come here, you got a blank slate. Do you have something in your head already, how you're gonna attack it? You got to measure.
Striping the borders is pretty,
Yep.
standard boxing, as you
Yeah.
say. If a scroll kind of fits in a certain area, then you put a
A
scroll.
lot of
on.
measuring, I assume.
Yeah, because these doors are, there isn't much space on these doors, so
Right.
you kind of gotta maybe shift the decals
Right.
around before you put them on.
I don't want to slow you down. I know it's a Saturday. I just, that looks cool. Now, will you connect these lines, or is that how that's going to be?
Oh no, they'll all be connected.
Okay. What's the reason? Oh, so when you're taping, you don't connect them just because it's a weird bend?
Correct.
Okay.
Sometimes, or I can't get my hand in there. So,
Is that the biggest challenge? Is squeezing into tight spaces?
yeah, these trucks here, they have, air filter, there's stuff going on. A pickup truck, you just like slap on the tape.
Yep.
This guy here is probably 20 hours plus of work.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 20 hours solid. So, another sales
the
pitch
striper.
for
Go ahead.
this guy's out of Pepe is out of Pepe. He's out of Florida. If he goes out of business,
You're out of business? I think I remember you telling me that last time.
I'm sure I could find.
What are the other products that you depend on?
Oh, enamel paint, one-shot enamel paint.
Okay.
My whole business is right here in this milk crate.
Yeah, let me see. What do you got in here?
Oh,
Is this your pallets? These fancy pallets here?
The
The yogurt?
paint thinner,
Yep.
clear coat for the gold.
Okay.
There's probably 100 different colors for one shot.
Wow.
I'll bring what I need. Paintbrushes and tape.
Very cool. Wow. Where do you get your paintbrushes from?
There's a few local arts and crafts stores or online.
Do you have to break them in when you first get them, or are they good to go right away?
So squirrel hair brushes are already kind of broken in.
Okay.
And then some synthetic ones are kind of already broken in, but they're basically broken in.
What do you think the future of lettering and striping is? Are the kids coming up that want to do it? You could start a school probably.
Probably. It's going to be hard.
It's one of those lost art forms pretty soon.
The sign stripers and sign makers like myself, the small one-shop guys.
Yep.
We're all super friendly because there's so much work.
Yeah. There's enough work to go around.
There's enough work to go around,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
none of us. I don't see their kids or whatever.
Joining the business.
There's there's lots of talent out
Yeah.
there. Just imagine them, hooking up with someone in the right timing.
Do you guys get together? Do you guys have like Facebook groups?
Oh, no.
No Facebook groups? Truckers have like millions
No.
of Facebook
No,
groups.
no, we're all pretty friendly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So-
You guys got like a little club
Yeah.
breakfast once a year to get together? That'd be nice.
Yeah, we're too busy.
Too busy. Too busy striping on a Saturday, a full Saturday.
I usually don't work Saturdays, but
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of them either, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
so usually after the stripes go on, tape comes off, I'll clean up all the little doodads of
Okay.
errors and
Yep.
then I'll join the corners
Okay.
and do the scrolls last.
What else do you have to do on this today? You do around the lights in the back?
Oh yeah, these guys are gonna do some
A little pinstriping around there?
in the back, and there's a company decal going on the back.
Yeah. Yep.
Couple more,
Join some lines.
join some lines, put a couple of small decals on there.
And then we're gonna come
To
back.
use your imagination, this is kind of a finished product.
Yeah,
So-
it's almost there. We're gonna come back to you when it's done fabricating and have you do some pinstriping, some tramp stamps on the tanks, because the tanks might have to be moved a little bit, so. Just cleaning up some corners. That looks good. So Ron Doucette does a lot of the trucks in the area.
Yeah.
French, Venaria.
Venaria, French, Antico.
They've got some serious lettering on those trucks.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got more paint on him than I do.
Really?
Yeah, he does.
That's funny.
Great guy. Got a million stories. Great
Really?
Guy.
I'll have to look him up.
Great guy.
Where,
Well, there's no website for Ron.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
people just they put out the bat signal when they need him?
Yeah, you have to know him for at least 50 years.
Hey, it's something when you can build up a reputation like that.
I met him because he needed someone to print off some graphics from the computer.
Okay.
He didn't have
Didn't have.
the computer. Oh, Ron, get a computer. No.
Yeah.
He's a true artist. Portraits. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, brother. He still got it. I thought he lost a step, but he's still pretty good.
He's right.
Still pretty good at it.
He's not bad.
No.
He's starting to get the hang of it.
I think he's got a future in this shit.
A few more miles of striping. I'll get
Oh, brother. Wow, looks nice.
Was Anthony here too?
Yeah.
Good. Tell Anthony you want this on the back of the cab. Tell him. Come on, Tony. Show him who's boss.
I wish you put boom X on the back of it.
I know. Do the new stuff on the 800. Teddy won't care. Looks great, huh?
That looks real good.
Brings it all together.
When's your next?
Monday morning, I take it back to Capello, to TRP.
When's your next thing with?
Truck show? I go to Texas last weekend in May. Should I take it with me? People do that, you know.
12 tens at the top of the stacks.
Yeah. I guess you're gonna legally put that on the trucks now.
What?
I guess you're gonna legally put the height of the trucks on.
Man, that looks good. That looks good.
Truck 84.
I thought you were gonna put Andrew on the door.
Andrew, yeah. I'm gonna put Rose on it.
Rose. I miss Rose. When'd she do?
I don't know. Another month and a half, probably. 2 months. Not soon enough. We need her now.
You know, you ain't kidding.
We need another truck on the road now.
A couple of them.
Yeah, right. Could have worse problems.
Eddie here?
He was here. He left.
Put a name on the front?
Nope.
Wouldn't it be nice if the auto was done in a couple of weeks?
You never know. We gotta get it registered. Get on that. So has your family been lettering the Cardillo's trucks all along? So your dad? So how far back was that? Tony, do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. He used to bring it down to his house, his father's house, do it in the driveway.
Really?
Yeah.
70s? Since the 70s, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember to tell you the truth.
That's
1930.
Yeah.
That's an amazing
Well,
long.
a fireman, right?
Cop. Policeman.
Okay.
Your dad was a policeman and he did the painting too at the same time?
He did. He did not want to be a cop. My mom dragged him down to the retirement board. And he never looked back. He goes, I have kids in college. I've only got 2 weeks of work booked. Never looked back.
Yeah.
And did he just have a skill of just doing painting and didn't realize
he did it on the side
Okay.
for a good 10 years before he quit the police force.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he just took off.
He quit. Him and I were the same age. When he quit the police force to start the business, it's the same age I was when I took it over from him.
Wow.
Actually, he had passed away suddenly.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, we lost him. We lost him too soon.
So you remember that, Tony?
Oh, yeah. I know he did all our trucks. And he could do it while he was talking to you, too.
So, okay.
He'd be doing this, he'd be talking at the same time.
Yeah. Jeff has that skill too.
Yes.
Looks good.
Yep.
Here's Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Looking good, Jeff.
It's got Boomex on the back. I didn't know
Yeah.
Boomex on the back.
With a big joint on it. And the smoke, the fake smoke.
He's talking to Christopher.
Curls, yeah.
Don't touch the tank!
Hey, you learn.
I was close, baby. I was close. Mikey, what do we do if I have to shut this truck up if I drive it?
Just a torch.
Torch,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just cut a section of
No,
frame
just
out.
cut it. We'll cut it. We'll slide it.
Yeah, cut it, slide it forward, fish blade it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. The
Jeff, what's your schedule? I don't know. You think Rosie could drive this one?
yeah, I think so. I think so. I think you can put Teddy right in this when I go on vacation. To put some blocks on the pedals. I mean, I'm really tall to make me cracking short jokes.
How come these sticky pads, sticky note things are inside?
Because I put them inside.
It's gonna be Pinstriping on the doors inside?
If I have my way, it will be. Uh-oh. Here comes the king of the ball busters.
King of the ball busters, huh?
Well, your dad's, your dad.
The ball box has already been in there, between me and my father.
That's true. What do you think, Aunt?
I would say Anthony is more Prince than the ball buster.
You like that?
Now seeing the tanks all striped, I'm
Yeah.
wishing I did it that way on the 800.
Oh. You can still do it, just go black. Oh, you can't because it's aluminum on the back, yeah.
Yeah.
And where's the paperwork?
Doesn't it look so different once you stripe
Yes,
it?
when you strip it, it just changes the whole thing.
Anthony, where is the paperwork for this and the 800? So I can get them registered, overweight permits, and that way there's no downtime as soon as we get the truck back.
Still at the dealer. Jeff, you spelled Cardillo wrong.
Now, all we gotta do is talk Shell
Oh,
into
here we go.
taking your, they should take your, how many, is there 1,000,000 miles in that truck yet?
Almost. 965. Yeah.
They should bring that to the shows.
Yeah. You gonna let me drive it to Kentucky?
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
How long would it take you?
A day.
20 hours?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, I gotta catch Jeff hand painting.
Nice.
First one, I always do in a corner that people won't see and get warmed up.
Your father used an old telephone book.
For what?
Had a telephone book, he'd rip the page out and fold it into that white spot.
Oh, really?
And then he'd put paint on it. So, you know, if it was busy, the telephone book was very thin at the end. Matter of fact, it was the yellow pages he used, I think.
I'm like holding my breath as he does it. I can't even breathe.
You end up holding your breath.
Okay, I'm not gonna bother you anymore, Jeff. Thank you so much for talking to me.
All right,
And,
delete that one.
Look at that. He fixed it. Looks great. That's me. I did the notes.
That's what I
Those
mean.
are my
I think
notes.
I think you used the whole pad. It's gonna say Mike or Mikey.
It's gonna say Mike on the corner and the Boston Trucker somewhere.
Oh, you're gonna put Boston Trucker in?
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. Hey, he's painting. Don't move the truck around.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that. Like, don't do what you just did.
That's nothing. When you leave, I'm gonna ask Jeff if I could do a little. I'm gonna make the corner.
Give him some space. Well, I shut the music off. I shut the music off for interviewing purposes. All right.
All right, come on, we're moving equipment.
You are?
Yeah, we're moving a couple pieces of snow equipment.
Thanks, Jeff.
Jeff, I'll be back. You want coffee?
No, thanks.
I got some Boomex stuff in my truck.
Thanks again for watching the Boston Trucker on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Share my content, please. Tell your friends. I'm going home. See ya.